Hello, I welcome you all in this course on power plant engineering. In this lecture 20, we will discuss cooling towers and heat rejection. Topics to be covered. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to learn classification of cooling towers, natural draft spray filled tower, natural draft packed type tower, hyperbolic cooling tower. Classification of cooling towers. Cooling towers will be classified into two. One is the atmospheric cooling towers and another one is the mechanical cooling towers. See, atmospheric cooling towers will be subclassified into three. One is a natural draft spray filled tower, natural draft packed type tower, hyperbolic cooling tower. See, mechanical cooling towers will be subclassified into one is a forced draft tower, induced draft counterflow tower, induced draft cross flow tower, round cooling tower. Now, today in this lecture we will cover this entire atmospheric cooling towers. Atmospheric or natural draft cooling towers. See, the name itself it consists atmospheric. So, abundant amount of air will be available in the atmosphere. That is nothing but naturally available air in the atmosphere. See here in this diagram you can see air will be in, air will be out. See, water will be in, water will be out. See, water in is here hot water, water out is here cold water. See here the water will be get sprayed here. See, air will be flowed in this direction, water will be coming in the up, it will be coming in upward direction. See, it is nothing but cross flow. The air will be in this direction and water will be in this direction. See, now we can see the air enters to the lower sides. These are the lower sides and flow across the unit in a transverse direction. So the air circulation through the tower depends on mainly wind velocity. See, the capacity of this tower varies from 50 to 100 liters per minute per meter square of base area depending upon the air velocity. So what are the different applications here? These towers are used for only diesel power plants. Why it is only used for diesel power plants? Where prevailing winds are not cut off by obstructions. There are more amount of air will be, prevailing winds will be available. So then these type of tower will be suitable for the particular locations only. There is no obstructions at that time. So what are the disadvantages with that? This is not used for very high capacity thermal power plants because it is depending upon the natural atmospheric air. And cooling range is also limited. So wind losses are high and there is no control over the outlet temperature of water. So because the reason it will be depending upon the atmosphere. So when the air velocity, when the wind will be available, then this tower will be highly efficiently it will work. This is regarding atmospheric spray filled tower. Now the next one is the natural draft packed type tower. So the name itself it consists. What is the difference with that tower with this tower? Only is the packed. You can observe packed tower packing. There are number of packings will be there. Here from the packings also the water will be get sprayed. The water will be get sprayed. The water will be coming from these particular packing. See, water to be cooled. Water will be See here this hot water will be in. Cold water will be out, it will be returned to the system. See, airflow in this direction, see the airflow is crosswise to the water flow. That already we discussed in the earlier slide. See, the construction of this tower is similar to spray filled tower except that water distributing tubs. See, this is the water distributing tubs of fills are used which helps to break the water. These also can be used to break the water into small droplets. See here already it will be water will be get sprayed, but it will be the water will be get breaked into small droplets. See, in this tower we already discussed the flow will be cross flow. These towers are also rarely used for thermal power plants because of its cost due to high requirement and pumping head required are high. Generally these are the application also where the pumping head required will be very high, then we can use this type of tower. See, tower here the sum of parameters also, design parameters also very important here, that are extreme length and height of the tower and narrow width required. This is for anchoring. Why it will be anchoring? Because to withstand high winds. Generally, if the winds are it is coming with very high velocity, then we require proper anchoring we required to withstand to withstand for the particular velocity. Generally, this main purpose of this type of tower is to reject waste heat to atmosphere. So you can see these are some of other uses. You can go through it. Now the next one is the hyperbolic cooling tower. See, it is a steel reinforced concrete structure, mostly slack, and it means empty space. And the bottom here you can see there is a 10 meter above the air intake. Contains packings. See, you can see this is a cooling fill or packings over which warm water flows. See, generally the hot water will come down here. It will come. See, air section or air will be flowing like this way. See, the hot water will be coming like this way. So you can see this water distribution nozzle. From that the water will come down here. It will be water will be get sprayed. Then it will be falling on the cooling field. See, this the operation of this tower is much like that of the other natural draft spray cooling tower with the hot water. See, this is the hot water cascading over timber splash. It is a type of timber splash type filling through which the cooler air will be moves. See, this air will be cool air will be come in this direction. It will be go up. It will be go upwards towards upwards. Some of the heat in the water is directly transferred to the air stream. See here how the air will be passing here. See, the air will be passing through it. See here the warm water will be get sprayed or a film of water and exposed to the air. So here heat rejection will be done like this. The air will be flowing through it. Here the water will be get sprayed. From the sprayed water, the air will be carry some amount of heat. So the heat will be rejection will be done like this way. See, some of heat in the water is directly transferred to the air stream and some of the water evaporates, providing a significant cooling effect. So then the most of here, see, there will be some moisture warm air. See here, when the air will be coming, it consists of moist, goes to the atmosphere and the cooled water is collected and returned back to the power plant. See here, but here it is a drift eliminator will be there. What is the function of drift eliminator? If the air consists some amount of moisture, that will be some amount of water it consists, it will be eliminated by the drift eliminator. Here the drift eliminator removes water, only the air will be passing through the outlet. Now, as in the natural cooling tower, so you can see here we are not using any motor or any pump we are not using because it is naturally the water will be gets cooled. So how it will be cooled? So due to the density differences. And also one of the important point is the flow of air through it is by the chimney action. See here, the flow is created due to the density differences between atmospheric air and the air inside the tower. See, has been warmed by the hot circulating air. See, higher the RH, so it means relative humidity will be there in the air. It contains more water vapor. So, which is lighter than the air and the net density of high humidity air becomes lower than the surrounding air. This difference in density provides a necessary pressure head for creating the particular flow. Then only the air will be get into the atmosphere. Hot air will be get into the atmosphere. See, you may ask, sir, if the density differences are very less, then what? The chimney height will be plays very crucial role here. See, this chimney height creates a positive flow. It creates a positive flow of air. The air will be leaving from the hyperbolic tower and entering into the atmosphere. That's all for hyperbolic tower. I done this video based on these resources. I collected this entire information from these resources. That's all for today. Thank you very much.